Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. You're joining us right after the Reserve Bank of India Governor announced the latest monetary policy decision. Of course, as was predicted before, this is a sort of a status quo policy announcement that has come from the Reserve Bank. Essentially, the repo rate has been maintained at 6.5%. The withdrawal of accommodation stance continues with 5:1 majority. Most likely, it's Professor Verma who opposes this stance, and he seems to be continuing his opposition to the withdrawal of accommodation. But otherwise, most of the decisions that were taken in previous policies, as well as the RBI's resolute stance to bring inflation back to the 4% target, all of that continues even in this policy. The Reserve Bank of India governor has, of course, pointed out some of the stress that is emanating in the economy, the slower sowing of kharif crop, as well as certain external pressures coming in because of higher crude prices. All of this, of course, clouds any kind of future assessment, future expectation for the Reserve Bank of India as well as the MPC. What the RBI governor is pointing out in his statement is that growth as well as inflation estimations from the RBI remain as they were before. The expectation for real GDP growth is about 6.5% for this financial year. That continues as is. Similarly, on inflation, the expectation is that by the end of this year, you will see inflation drop down. For the whole year, you will see inflation drop down to about 5.4%. That continues as well. Still above the 4% target for inflation. That is something that the RBI governor is pointing out, and that the MPC will watch out for any future data as well as outlook to take future calls. One other point that was very interesting from the Reserve Bank, from the RBI governor's statement was the stress that is emanating from certain parts of the personal loan ecosystem of the banking sector. What the RBI governor is pointing out is personal loans. Well, in RBI parlance, personal loans essentially refers to retail loans. Within that, certain segments have been showing sharp growth, and the RBI is closely monitoring that for any kind of incipient stress, which basically means the stress has not yet shown itself, but a clear watch is being maintained so that any kind of future stress can be curtailed by the Reserve Bank of India as well as the banking system. The RBI governor has pointed out that strong underwriting is the need of the hour, so that's something that the banks have to watch out for, banks as well as NBFCs, as far as retail loan growth is concerned.